You know what I think artists need nowadays? Desperation. That's right. Welcome to this video. It's been a while since I just had a video of a time lapse in the background while I talk and ramble on about certain things, but lately I've been, again, I peruse our community. I go on YouTube, I go on Twitter, I go to Instagram, and now TikTok lately, and I've been seeing what artists have been going about doing, how they deal with being on the space, how they, get bigger audiences, how they could get bigger audiences, and how they could finally monetize their work so they could actually make money on the online space. Now, with that being said, I've seen a lot of people are successful. I've seen a lot of people on the ground working their way up, and I'm seeing a lot of people doing this one thing that in particular, that's complaining. I get it. You want to be able to make like 6 figures by just drawing and doodling in your sketchbook. I understand, because I low-key want that for myself too, but unfortunately that's not how it works. I heard someone say that art is a luxury, and in a way it is true. Art is a luxury, therefore people are not going to be as willing to pay for it eagerly as, say, something like clothes or even food, right? Or even some digital tech service like online or website UI or things like that. Therefore, if people want to buy your artwork or even pay to see you do artwork, you're gonna have to really give them a lot of value, or have a good enough art style that they want to like buy prints or like commission you, so on and so forth. Now, with that being said, this is where desperation comes into play. I need to see some of you guys be desperate, and I don't mean kind of desperate. I don't mean I guess I could sketch a bit after like I eat lunch, but I don't want to. Like, I'm tired. No, I need you to be desperate. I need you to find every moment that you can draw, and I need you to be drawing or doing some sort of content online that pertains to your art, so that you could get that audience, so that audience in turn could give you money. Because I think, again, a vital thing that I think artists could really use right now is desperation. Now, again, I'm not trying to enforce like this hustle culture, and to be fair, I think hustle culture could be very toxic in many ways. And take it from a guy that lives in New York, right? That it's sort of the culture of New York to like hustle every single day. And again, I got 2 jobs, but even still, I still find the time to edit a video, write a script, and chip away at the editing process. Oh my goodness, does editing take a long time? And even then, I still managed to do it. So what's the excuse of you guys that don't have 3, 4, 5 jobs back to back, working Saturday through Sunday? It's that desperation thing, right? Here's an example, right? I have an artist friend that I work with, and they work more hours than me at this one job. But while at work, when no one's around, when it's sort of dead, there's not a lot of customers and there's not much to do, I see her doodling on these little post-it things, right? Sure, they're quick doodles, and sure, she does them very fast, but those little moments in time, it adds up, and she collects them. She collects them and uses it to make a post, to do a collage of some sort. That is a good example of using every moment of free time you have and dedicating it to doing artwork. And again, if you have a job, more than likely, and I'm assuming you work a certain amount of hours, more than likely you have an hour lunch. During that hour lunch, just draw. Okay, sure, you're right, it's fair. You gotta eat. You get take 10-20 minutes to eat. What do you have? Whatever you got. You have to go out, get dollar pizza. If dollar pizza is a thing outside of New York, I don't know. Get that, eat it, but once you're done, draw. And if you're too tired to draw, that's fair, but don't say you don't have no time to do art. There's always time. There is time, trust me. I know people get tired, and I know people need to sleep, and I know people have to pay bills and things like rent, and therefore they have to work these jobs, and they feel tired after these jobs, and therefore doing art after that is such a huge drag. I get it. I totally get it. But you have to find it within to do any bit of art after your shift, or during your shift, or even before your shift. If you could find just not even like a couple hours, 30 minutes is good enough to put in mileage. Because again, I'm assuming you guys you know, whoever does art, unless you guys are doing art as a hobby, then I'm not talking about you guys. But the people that do want to do this seriously or want to get very good at art, you got to put in the mileage. Again, there was that PewDiePie video, the whole PewDiePie issue, it's not really even an issue. The whole thing with him is that he got good at art, and people are saying he's so talented, or that he has money, and because he has money, he has all the time in the world. And that's true, but that's him, and he is an outlier, and we don't refer to outliers as a point of reference of how things really are. I will say this, he has the money to give him the free time to put in multiple long hours to do art. And if we don't have that, we're gonna have to squeeze in the little moments of time to do art ourselves. Find that time, find those moments or those pockets of time to do art, and you have to do it again with a level of desperation. There needs to be a sense of urgency to get this done, to do what needs to be done. Actually, I know there's a lot of people that say they don't want to sell out, and to be fair, I'm one of those people. There is a line for me that I'm not willing to cross, that I don't think I'm desperate enough to crossing, and maybe I could learn from that too. Maybe I need to be more desperate. And to be fair, there are moments in time where I feel like I'm too tired, or I just don't want to do art, and those are moments where I have to sort of kick myself in the pants and really get put some pep in my step and actually start drawing. And in those moments, if I could catch myself, I will then find within me to draw, because I need to be more desperate to, kicking this off the ground. It is so hard. Getting the audience is the hardest part, but you need to make the content. And if you feel comfortable where you're at, and your space, and in the pace here that you're at, and the position you are in life, and you're too comfortable, you might not find the time to draw. And if you're too comfortable, you might not be drawing things that you're not used to. Maybe you're good with doing headshots, sure, but what if you suck at anatomy or suck at drawing the body? Do that, because I'll say headshots and front-facing headshots, three-quarter headshots, and side profiles, they can only get you so far when it comes to, making content and posting online. And sure, some like that, and some people might find it boring after a while. You just gotta, again, be desperate. Do things you don't want to do. There's a phrase, I think the phrase is called eating the frog first. Do the things you don't like first, and then proceed on doing the things that are very easy to make you comfortable, so that you're not burnt out of it. Again, burnout is a thing. I'm not going to deny that. Artist block is also a thing. I'm not going to deny that. And in case like that, maybe you don't have to always draw original pieces, or you could do studies. Studies are technically, well, they're not mindless, but technically you could just study an art style, study a method, study something you don't know how to draw yet, refine your fundamentals, refine your line weights, if this is for the goal of being very good at it. And again, people that are good at things, unless you're a genius, but again, if you're a genius, I'm not talking about you. You guys are set. You guys are talented. You guys could do art very fast. I'm not talking about you. And quite frankly, I'm not worried about you. You guys are more than likely going to do what it takes to do what you want with your art, especially. But the people that feel like they're not getting anywhere, well, let me ask you, are you desperate enough? Are you really desperate? Or do you feel the fire beneath your feet to make you do this thing? It's for this group of people that really want to do this, but they're in this limbo of exhaustion with life, or what life has going on. And again, it's a very real thing. I do not deny that. Me myself, there will be times where I'm not uploading anything for months at a time. And that's because there are some things happening in life that do not permit me the freedom to do art, and that is perfectly fine. Handle one thing at a time. But again, if you have it within you to find the few moments of time, whether it's whether it's an hour or 30 minutes or even 10 minutes, to get some degree of mileage in doing art or drawing or doodling on literal post-it notes like my coworker in the free time. And again, don't get fired or anything. Don't get caught doing it, because you're not supposed to do that. But if you could get away with it, again, that shows how desperate she is to doing art. Doing literally what you're not supposed to do during a job. Even me, when I'm at checking people out at register and there's no one there, take out some little receipt paper, start doodling. It's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be doing my job, but hey, whatever it takes to get some mileage out. I'm not trying to get rusty. I'm trying to ever so slightly expand my skills, and the more I do something, the more I'll get better at it. What was that phrase? I think it was Bruce Lee that said, I don't fear the man that's practiced 1,000 kicks. I fear the man that's practiced one kick 1,000 times. Something like that, right? Even just, again, mileage. little by little, step by step. You gotta, put in some sort of hours into the thing you need to do. Anyway, that's me talking about, I don't know what I talk about. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. This was a bit off the cuff, it's unscripted, and I'm sort of not recording my audio in my usual place. With that all being said, like the video if you want. Comment how you feel about what I said about desperation, or comment what your experiences of doing art. Are you desperate? Are you not? Are you chilling? And if you're chilling, if you're doing this as a hobby, again, relax. I'm not talking about you. And subscribe. I love when you guys subscribe, and follow all my socials in the description and at the bottom left corner of this screen. And thank you to my patrons. You see a whole list of them right on the right side of the screen. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will definitely be doing more art videos like this that are unscripted. And if you like what you see, again, subscribe, and I will hopefully bring you more content that you guys want to see. Again, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.